In this narrated PowerPoint, we will continue to build your personal weight loss plan. At the end of this lesson, you will have a specific plan for monitoring your weight when you start your weight loss program. You will also receive instructions for completing your first assignment. So let's get started on monitoring your weight. We'll talk about why this is important. We'll talk about the fact that you need a scale to monitor your weight. We'll talk about how and when to weigh yourself. And at the end, you'll make a plan to monitor your weight every day when you start implementing your weight loss program. We used to tell people not to weigh themselves every day. The thinking here was that people could get too focused on the number on the scale and lose sight of other important indicators of weight loss success, like how your clothes fit, increased energy, and healthier lifestyle. Some people, especially those with a history of eating disorders, should not weigh themselves daily. But for most people, recent research tells us that daily weighing is beneficial. Here's one example. In a 2-year study of 162 overweight and obese gym members, those who were asked to weigh themselves daily and chart the results were more likely to lose significant weight and then keep it off. They didn't find any negative psychological outcomes in this study. You will need a reliable scale to weigh yourself when you start your personal weight loss plan. The chart on your screen shows the top brands of digital scales from a 2016 Consumer Report review. Digital scales are easier to read than dial scales, but if you prefer to use a dial scale, that's fine too. You could also choose to use a weight scale at the gym or at your job. This is also fine. The main point is that you need to identify or obtain a reliable weight scale that you can use every day. Let's talk now about when and how to weigh yourself. You want to weigh yourself every morning after voiding, before eating or drinking anything. The best way to weigh yourself is with no clothes on, but if you feel like you need to wear clothes, at least wear the same lightweight clothing every time you weigh yourself. A nightgown or pajamas would be ideal. You want to step on the scale and look straight ahead, count to 3, and then look down to read the scale. You don't want to step on the scale and look down immediately. You want to give time for the scale to measure your weight and then look down and record your weight. Keep in mind that if you're using a bathroom scale, it should be on a hard floor, not on carpet. You want to record your weight every day. Remember, this is a very important tool in losing weight and keeping it off. Keep in mind that day-to-day fluctuations are normal. These can result from fluid shifts, different salt intake from day to day, and different bowel habits from day to day. But you want to record your weight every day with the goal of seeing a pattern of 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week. Later in this course, we'll talk about some websites and apps that you can use in order to monitor your dietary intake and your weight. But at this point in time, let's plan to use pencil and paper recording of your weight. There's an example of a chart that you might use in order to record your weight in your workbook. Your personal weight loss program is really beginning to take shape. We are now at the end of the second lesson, and it's time for your first assignment. For this assignment, you will evaluate your peers' goal weight statements using SMART goals. This concept is widely used in group projects and employee development in business settings. The acronym SMART is used to evaluate goals in order to ensure that they are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. For your first peer review assignment, you'll start by submitting your own goal weight statement. We generated this statement in the first video determining your goal weight. Then you'll be randomly assigned to evaluate anonymous peers' goal weight statements. You'll use SMART goals to evaluate these statements. Please refer to the peer review assignment for further details.